Howdy folks. In today's video, we are going off the beaten path. Not a lot of people know about this, but we are here at the Coolidge Dam. It's on the San Carlos Indian Reservation. It's got a lot of beautiful Art Deco work. It was built in the 1920s, so we're going to really dig into a lot of the history of this and show you some beautiful footage of some of the work. I'll show you some video footage of the river, which is the Gila River, and give you some footage of the lake that this dam has created. So sit back, enjoy the video, and we'll start right after the intro. Woohoo!
Yay!
Long before Arizona's towns and cities sprang up, there was the Gila River. It carved its way through this rugged land, lifeblood of the desert, providing for the native peoples and the wildlife that called this place home. Stretching over 600 miles from New Mexico through Arizona, the Gila was wild and unpredictable. Some years it had raged through with floodwaters, taking out anything in its path. Other times, it was a trickle, leaving the land dry as bone. For the people dependent on her, that Gila River was as much a curse as it was a blessing. And so, the idea was born: tame the Gila, and you could change the future of this land. That's where the story of Coolidge Dam begins. Now, back in the early 1900s, Arizona was a rough and tumble kind of place. Folks were dreaming big, but there was one big problem: no water. That Gila River, she could be wild when she wanted to be, but when the land was bone dry, you were out of luck. So the farmers and ranchers, they started talking about building something to wrangle that water. That's when they came up with the idea of Coolidge Dam. They figured if they could just get control of that river, they'd have the key to turning this desert into farmland as far as the eye could see. Well, once they got the green light to build the dam, things didn't go quite as smooth as they'd hoped. First off, building in this heat ain't no picnic. The desert sun don't care about your plans, and neither does the land. The workers were out here in the middle of nowhere, sweating buckets and dealing with all sorts of problems: money, supplies, and just plain old bad luck. But shoot, those boys kept at it. They had grit. One of them said it was like trying to build a wall to hold back the desert itself, and I reckon that wasn't too far off. This here Coolidge Dam wasn't just some heap of rocks thrown together. No, sir. They went and designed it with 3 big old domes, which wasn't something you saw every day back then. That design let the dam handle more water and made it tougher against whatever the river threw at it. They used all the best techniques of the time to make sure this thing would last. Standing over 250 feet tall and stretching more than 1,000 feet across, this dam was built to last. Strong as a herd of wild horses and just as impressive. March of 1930 rolls around and folks were fired up. President Coolidge himself came down for the big opening. Now, he wasn't much of a talker, but him showing up made it a real event. The people were there in droves, cheering and hollering, hoping that this dam would be the thing to turn their fortunes around. The old president said something like, "I think it's a fine dam," and well, that was that. The floodgates were ready to open, and everyone thought this was going to be the beginning of a brand new chapter for Arizona. Well, the dam did its job, for the most part. Water started flowing, and the fields were greening up. But like most things, it wasn't perfect. Some years, the Gila didn't give enough water, and other times, the folks downstream didn't get their fair share. And then, there were the environmental folks raising a ruckus about how the dam was messing up the river and the critters that lived along it. You see, you don't just go tampering with nature without some consequences. The Gila ain't what she used to be, that's for sure. Today, Coolidge Dam's still standing, holding back that river like it was built to. It's been working for nigh on 90 years, and while it ain't perfect, it's done a lot of good. Sure, there's been challenges, but that's just the way life goes out here in the desert. You take the good with the bad, and you make do. Standing here, looking at those 3 domes, you can't help but tip your hat to the folks that made this happen. It's a reminder of what people can do when they set their minds to it. That old dam is part of Arizona's story now, whether we like it or not.
Don't you see? Yeah. But I'm not afraid. I'm not.
Off, we could walk out there and look, but you can still see the.
Yeah. I can't. Good thing the camera exists.
Yep.
So you're not ended on this as your last trip on Earth. Nice, you see it? You see it? Weird. I love holding cameras. I love with my fingers. I can't. I'm using. Oh, look at that water. Yes, Arizonans have water. Camera guys. Yeah, you saw it, right? Don't you see, don't you? Weird. Guys, you're lucky you can't smell through video, or you'd be passed out for years. Guys, you get to see behind me. Isn't that nice?
You can see the lake.
Hey, guys, you're lucky, guys. I'm also lucky. Sorry if you get weird angles. The weird angles is because I'm not good at this. Guys, look at that. Look at that, guys. Beautiful.
See it over there. If you look through here, over that way, you can see the old bridge.
Yeah, I see an old bridge, some nice waterways. Guys, are seeing. Sorry guys, but let me go from this side. Can you see it? Hopefully you can, but don't go see bugs. You guys, there you can see it. There's nice moving water over there. Nice.
We have another bird on the other side.
Don't look at the... This is nature here. Don't mind them handlebars. This is... Look at that. Isn't that this beautiful? I hope you're not seasick.
You can see way out there. The lake goes way out and around the corner, and then way out that way. Now we've walked from one end to the other. You know what that means?
What?
Now we gotta walk back.
Here's nature forming together. And guys, yeah, that's sturdy rock there.
Oh, it tells you that the bridge was dedicated to Calvin Coolidge, March 4th, 1930.
Thank you. How do you feel?
I feel good. Mountains.
Well, that's the tale of the Coolidge Dam, a testament to grit, determination, and the wild Gila River. If you enjoyed riding along with us today, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next adventure. We appreciate you watching, and until we meet again, keep the wind at your back, the sun on your face, and the horizon always in your sights. Take care, folks.